Right now, the entire Chinese tech sector is obsessing over one thing: raising lobsters. No, not the seafood. We are talking about OpenClaw, an open source, local first autonomous AI agent framework that uses a red lobster as its logo. Unlike the AI chatbots we've gotten used to, OpenClaw doesn't just give you text, it understands tasks, calls tools, executes operations, and actually delivers finished work. In a matter of days, this single open source project has triggered an absolute gold rush in China. Local governments are handing out millions in subsidies just to get developers to use it. Tech giants like ByteDance, Tencent, Baidu, and Alibaba are rushing to build their own versions of it. And the computing demand is so extreme that cloud providers are officially ending their free tiers and hiking up prices by over 400%. But there is a dark side. The computing costs are bankrupting regular users, and critical security vulnerabilities are turning computers into hijacked botnets. It has gotten so crazy that a massive underground market has emerged of IT workers charging people to physically uninstall the AI from their computers. Welcome to the China AI Update. If you want to understand the monumental shift from AI that talks to AI that does, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's dive in. The OpenClaw phenomenon has accelerated a radical new business model called the OPC, the one-person company. This is where a single entrepreneur uses AI as their main tool to handle design, R&D, production, and marketing, effectively becoming a full-stack company all by themselves. And Chinese local governments are actively weaponizing this trend. On March 7th, 2026, Shenzhen's Longgang district released the so-called Lobster 10 measures, offering to subsidize up to 40% of the investment for companies buying or building OpenClaw solutions, capped at 2 million RMB per year. If you contribute critical code to international communities or develop skills for their local industries, they will hand you up to 2 million RMB. Not to be outdone, the Wuxi High-Tech Zone jumped in on March 9th with a 12-point plan explicitly targeting AI plus manufacturing. They are offering up to 5 million RMB for projects utilizing OpenClaw and similar tools to achieve breakthroughs in embodied intelligence and smart inspection. Then, Hefei High-Tech Zone dropped a massive 15-point action plan on March 6th. They are offering an insane space, talent, compute, scenario, and capital package that gives top-tier OPC projects up to 10 million RMB in startup capital. They are even handing out 10 million RMB in compute vouchers to help offset the massive costs of training and running these agents. Meanwhile, the city of Changshu is offering up to 6 million RMB in comprehensive support for eligible OPC projects. The message from China's tech hubs is clear. AI is no longer just software. It is the new industrial workforce. The biggest barrier to entry for OpenClaw has been the complex local deployment process. To solve this, China's largest tech conglomerates have launched an all-out war to provide the easiest plug-and-play Lobster experience. On March 9th, Tencent announced WorkBuddy, a full-scenario AI agent fully compatible with OpenClaw's skills. The pitch? No complex deployment. In just 1 minute, you can install it and remotely command your desktop AI using enterprise WeChat, QQ, Feishu, or DingTalk. But Baidu might have just secured the high ground. On March 12th, they launched the Red Finger operator on Android, which they claim is the world's first mobile OpenClaw application. By pre-deploying the native agent on cloud-based virtual phones, Baidu allows the agent to autonomously perform cross-app, multi-threaded tasks on your behalf, like ordering food delivery or hailing a ride. The ecosystem is exploding everywhere. ByteDance's Volcengine officially launched ArcClaw, an out-of-the-box SaaS version of OpenClaw. AI unicorn Jipu rolled out AutoClaw for one-click local deployment and initiated a national AutoClaw deployment plan to recruit evangelists. NetEase updated its Lobster AI to version 0.2.2, expanding its mobile IM support to include enterprise WeChat and QQ. Even StepFund joined the fray, launching the cloud-based StepClaw and offering 50,000 users a 1-month free trial. The tech giants are ensuring that you don't need to be a programmer to have a fully autonomous digital employee. This paradigm shift is sending massive shockwaves through the financial markets. On March 9th, the A-share OpenClaw concept sector surged against the broader market. Cloud provider uCloud hit a 20% limit up, alongside strong rallies from Qingcloud, Hand Enterprise Solutions, and Longson Technology. Minimax, after announcing new voice and music maker skills for OpenClaw, saw its stock price surge over 24% to hit an all-time high of 1,000 Hong Kong dollars intraday. But with this explosion in autonomous agents comes a massive hidden cost: token inflation. When an AI operates autonomously, it is constantly reading, thinking, and acting, burning through API tokens at a terrifying rate. According to OpenRouter, OpenClaw recently ranked #1 in app and agent popularity, consuming a staggering 8.52 trillion tokens. This unprecedented demand has fundamentally altered the supply and demand dynamics for computing power. Cloud providers who spent the last 2 years locked in a brutal price war are finally cashing in. Tencent Cloud's AI platform announced that starting March 13th, 2026, models like GLM5, Minimax 2.5, and Kimi 2.5 will end their free public beta and transition to pay-as-you-go. Furthermore, they drastically hiked the prices for their own Tencent HY 2.0 Instruct and Tencent HY 2.0 Think models. For the former, its input cost went from 0.0008 RMB to 0.004505 RMB per thousand tokens, a staggering 463% increase. Output costs surged over 456%. The era of cheap, subsidized AI computation is officially over. As the computing bills piled up, the hype quickly turned into panic. One user reported that after just asking the AI to check some data over the weekend, it burned through 1 million tokens and put their account into arrears. But the token burn isn't the scariest part. On March 10th, the National Computer Network Emergency Response Technical Team, or CNCERT, issued a severe risk warning regarding OpenClaw. Because the agent requires high-level system permissions to execute tasks like accessing local files and calling external APIs, its vulnerable default settings are a hacker's dream. The government highlighted 4 major risks. First, prompt injection, where a malicious web page can trick the AI into leaking your system keys. Second, misoperation, where the AI misunderstands a prompt and permanently deletes your core production data or emails. Third, poisoned plugins that install Trojan backdoors, turning your PC into a zombie node. And finally, severe security vulnerabilities that could lead to massive corporate data breaches or paralyze entire business systems. This panic birthed an entirely new, bizarre gig economy. Just last week, people were paying up to 1,000 RMB to have IT workers come to their homes to install OpenClaw. Today, those exact same platforms are flooded with ads offering to uninstall it for low offers. Sellers are pitching services to completely eradicate it, claiming they can cure your AI anxiety and physically wipe hidden agent leftovers from your hard drive. One ad literally reads, "One visit, complete uninstall, protecting the best of humanity." In the midst of the chaos, a massive controversy erupted between China's biggest tech conglomerate and the original creator of OpenClaw. The true power of OpenClaw relies on skills, essentially the instruction manuals that tell the AI how to use specific software. To capitalize on this, Tencent launched SkillHub, a localized community designed to solve the slow download speeds and poor Chinese search capabilities of the official overseas-hosted ClawHub. SkillHub aggregated over 13,000 official skills right out of the gate. But Peter Steinberger, the Austrian founder of OpenClaw, wasn't happy. He publicly accused the platform of scraping data from ClawHub. He tweeted that they were copying the project without supporting it in any way. Tencent immediately fired back. They confirmed that SkillHub is merely a local mirror site for Chinese users and clearly marks ClawHub as the original source. Tencent claimed that in their first week, they distributed 180 gigabytes of data, representing 870,000 downloads to Chinese users, but only pulled about 1 gigabyte from the official source, meaning they actually saved the official project massive bandwidth costs. Furthermore, Tencent pointed out that their own team members are active code and PR contributors to the OpenClaw project. The clash perfectly highlights the friction of taking a global open source project and hyperscaling it within the walled garden of the Chinese internet. The OpenClaw phenomenon is a massive wake-up call. We are watching the messy, chaotic, and incredibly lucrative transition from AI that chats with us to AI that works for us. Cities are funding it, Tech giants are commercializing it, cloud providers are marking it up, and everyday users are scrambling to figure out how to control it without going broke or getting hacked. If you found this deep dive valuable, hit that like button to feed the algorithm, and subscribe to the China AI Update to stay ahead of the global tech curve. I want to hear from you down in the comments. Would you give an AI agent full access to your computer to automate your job? Or are the security risks simply too high? Let me know, and I'll see you in the next update.